being talked about around here a lot. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's a clean house time. Maybe it is. Maybe it's time. And I like Coach Tomlin. I have a lot of respect for Coach Tomlin. But maybe it's best for him too.
Sure.
Maybe a fresh start for him is what's best. Whether that's in the pros, whether maybe go be Penn State's head coach. You know what he would do at Penn State? He'd probably go win national championships.
Because
he's a great recruiter.
Please let this happen. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Definitely do a huge favor, smack up that like button and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. On this channel, we're covering the Arizona Cardinals news, breaking news, conversational pieces, everything surrounding your favorite team. So subscribe it up. It's absolutely for free. And we're on the road to 19K as well. Cannot do it without you guys. So I appreciate it. Smack that like button and subscribe. But today, ladies and gentlemen, we are diving into the big storyline that's happening in the NFL, and that has to do with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And if you're asking yourself, wait, what? We're Cardinals, so why are we talking about Pittsburgh Steelers? Give me a second here. But basically what's happening right now is the fans of the Pittsburgh Steelers are absolutely at a tipping point. There was a fire Tomlin chance from the fans in that Buffalo Bills game, and I think there's a level of frustration happening right now amongst the fan base, and they want Super Bowls, they want division titles, they want, I'm not going to say consistency because Mike Tomlin brings them consistency in terms of winning, but they want to get the trophy again, and the last time they got a trophy was probably back in 2008 when, unfortunately, they beat the Arizona Cardinals, and we had Larry Fitzgerald and Kurt Warner. I don't want to bring that back up, but that's the last time they got it. But they did go back to the Super Bowl in 2010. Unfortunately, they lost it, but that seems to kind of be the level of success there. But when you're talking about Mike Tomlin, you're talking about a guy that's consistent, a guy that is a game changer, a guy that's a culture changer, a guy that brings a level of consistency and, I guess, a stability in an organization. He's been the head coach over there since 2007. 2007. How many coaches has the Arizona Cardinals had since 2007? We're talking about a Hall of Fame head coach that could potentially be available if this season goes awry for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, if you look at the division over there, the best team in their division is 6-6, and they're currently tied with the Ravens at 6-6. So there's two teams at the top of the division, but I believe the Ravens have a little bit of an edge. Is at 6-6. So this story can go away if the Steelers do a really good job in the last 5 games and potentially finish 11 wins, 10 wins, 9 wins, 8 wins, whatever, right? This season or this storyline can go away, but it might not because Steelers fans, like I said, they want to go deep in the playoffs. The big, I guess, stigma on Mike Tomlin as of late is the fact that he's able to get you to the door, get you to the dance, but he is a first-round exit. But when you're looking at the success of Mike Tomlin, he has not had a season or a losing season at all. It's just consistent win, 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 win. Mike Tomlin has not had a 4, 5, 6 win season ever. His worst season is at 8-8. Like, we're talking about a level of consistency. And as a Cardinal fan, you kind of want to touch that level of consistency, that level of culture change, that level of just being relevant in November and December football. Unfortunately, the Cardinals again have been bounced out before December football even started, and we are eliminated from playoff contention. I don't think anybody thought we were going to be playoff contenders, especially when you lose against the Tennessee Titans, but I digress. That very first clip that we ended up hearing before the start of this podcast was actually Ben Roethlisberger. Yes, the last time they won a Super Bowl over there with the Pittsburgh Steelers was with Ben Roethlisberger, their former quarterback, and has had a lot of success with Mike Tomlin, and he himself has even came out and said maybe it might be time for them to kind of go their own ways, right? Maybe Mike Tomlin finds another head coaching job in college, maybe in the NFL, and then the Pittsburgh Steelers ends up finding their own, solution or different route. But I'm going to be real with you. I don't think college is going to be the route for Mike Tomlin. I think if any team sees him hit the market or the open market, anybody would be happy and jump on the opportunity to bring in a Mike Tomlin to their organization. And I honestly think I'm on that boat as well. As a Cardinal fan with a lot of unknown going into this season, or I guess leaving this season, because there's a lot of conflicting reports out there when it comes down to Jonathan Gannon, right? He's in his year 3. There's some people that truly believe that the Cardinals really want him to be able to pick his guy in year 4, but the stipulation or the contingency is that you got to make the playoffs. But it doesn't make sense if you're going to get a rookie quarterback or roll with Jacoby Brissett. How is that a contingent? You're just kind of pretty much kicking the can down the road and setting them up for failure because you don't want to pay 3 coaches at the same time, right? That's a stigma on Michael Bidwell, owner of the Arizona Cardinals. You don't want to pay 3 coaches, so you're probably going to give him a 4th year. But if you have an opportunity and you see a guy out there like Mike Tomlin, you got to jump on the opportunity there. I just don't see any other way. I don't get why the Arizona Cardinals just doesn't figure it out, right? Why is this fan base doesn't support in November and December? Because we're not in contention for anything. People are tired of the losing year in and year out. We are training to have our 4th losing season straight. And that's the kind of stuff that makes you lose fans, that they jump on different bandwagons, that they don't want to see this product because they don't believe in it. So, Michael Bidwell, if you want to win, this might be the route you might need to go. Now, Mike Tomlin was also asked because, like I said before, there was chance of fire Tomlin in the Bills game because Pittsburgh Steelers fans are pissed off right now. They do not want him in 2026. Now, of course, things can change from week to week. He can win the division and his story goes away. But you never know. Mike Tomlin was asked, and this is exactly what Mike Tomlin had to say about how he feels about the fan base pretty much turning on him. This is what he said.
In general, I agree with him. From this perspective, football is our game. We're in the sport entertainment business. And so if you root for the Steelers, entertaining them is winning. And so when you're not winning, it's not entertaining. And if you've been in this business, you understand that. And so I respect it. I share frustrations. I understand what makes this thing go, and winning is what makes this thing go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no rocket science going behind this. There's no, trying to figure out a Rubik's Cube or trying to figure out. No, it's you want a successful organization. You want a fan base that sticks with you. You win. That's what you need to do. And the fact that he said this, that he doesn't actually blame them because from their perspective, he gets it, that this is a entertainment business that's based off of production. You got to win. You want all that noise to go away. You have to win. Bottom line, there's no excuses. Not this is all on me. Stick with me. We're going to make it through. No, we're not. This is what you need to do. Win. That's it. I love the level of accountability. I love the fact that he came out and said, hey, I get it. I understand it. I'm frustrated too. I feel their sentiment. And that's one thing I feel like we lack between this coaching staff and the players that really speak very, very happily about Jonathan Gannon, which is okay. Support your head coach. That's completely fine. But we're frustrated. The fan base is frustrated. You feel that with us. Please, for the love of God, give us something that you understand how upset and why are you not feeling the frustration that we are, right? That's kind of what I'm looking from this coaching staff, and literally it's like talking to a blank wall. It's just, oh, we're gonna get it right, guys, it's fine, follow the process, it's all gonna be good. No, you're a 3-win team with 5 games left, and guess what, ain't nobody think that you're gonna win more than 5 games in this season in 2025. It's a crapshoot at this point, and you can't blame it all on injuries. The coaching staff has a lot to do with it as well. A very, very inexperienced coaching staff, and unfortunately, that's just kind of the mantra of Michael Bidwell. Now, let's talk about this real quick. Sean Payton, right? Another head coach that came available before Jonathan Gannon was hired for the Cardinals. A lot of Cardinals fans were excited about the opportunity. Man, you got to go after Sean Payton. This would be really cool. And Michael Bidwell did Michael Bidwell things. Couldn't afford him. And I'm only assuming, I don't know 100%. I don't have reports. But if I can be real with you, I don't think Sean Payton wanted Kyler. I think he wanted it out from Kyler, and Michael Bidwell didn't allow it. I think he said, no, you got to make it work with Kyler. And he didn't want that. You can tell in Denver, they just signed Russell to an extension. And guess what? They flat out cut him. But I get it. Wally World money is different than the Bidwell's money, right? They are much richer than Michael Bidwell is. So I get why they did it. And on top of that, they gave Sean Payton a crazy contract, which Michael Bidwell probably wouldn't be able to touch. But now we don't have a franchise quarterback, or at least the I guess, trajectory and what the rumors are out there is that the Cardinals are going to go a different direction when it comes down to a quarterback. That might entice a coach like Mike Tomlin to come into this organization and say, okay, maybe we start off fresh and then we kind of go on, running. Now, I know there's going to be people running to the comments saying Mike Tomlin will not want to come to this organization. He wants, full autonomy. He wants to be able to do his thing, and Mike Bidwell won't allow that. Well, you might be right there. You might be right. Like, it's unfortunate that we always have to think that way because Michael Bidwell is the owner of this organization. And sometimes I question, do you truly want to win, or do you just want to sell tickets to the opposing teams, right? Or do you just want to build casitas that Arizona Cardinals fans really don't care too much about, or exclusive seatings for rich people that the actual fans don't care too much about? Are you trying to cater to celebrities to come to this game, or are you trying to cater to the diehard Cardinal fans that are feeling your losses week in and week out? And honestly, Michael Bidwell is choosing the opposite, catering to the rich, catering to the people that just want to be entertained, as opposed to the people that actually want to win, which is actual Cardinal fans. You bring in somebody like Mike Tomlin, we get back on it. We get back on it and say, okay, that shows us you want to win. And now, of course, there's a lot of little things that need to happen in order for him to actually even become available. So what we're talking about might be moot. It might be something where Mike Tomlin will be the head coach in 2026. But this is a real story that's happening in the NFL that we can very well see one of a top tier Hall of Fame type of head coaches that could become available. Now, of course, will the Cardinals take advantage? We've seen them flop opportunities multiple times. We're going to have to kind of wait and see how it shakes out. But I am on board if the Arizona Cardinals were to do something like this, because it shows me that they want to win. It shows me that they truly value the fans and they understand the frustration, and that it's not okay to go, 15-31 and counting, and have a losing record in 3 years against your division, 3 wins. That's just not going to do it, man. It's not going to do it for the Arizona Cardinal fans. And honestly, at this very moment, I would love nothing more than to bring in an established guy that knows he can win in the NFL. I said this before, and I'll say it again. Mike Tomlin has not had a losing record at all. His worst record is 8-8. That's his worst record since 2007. And that is consistency. That is stability. That is all sorts of things you want in a head coach. A culture changer. He can bring that to the Arizona Cardinals if Michael Bidwell is willing to shell out the cash. Let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your overall thoughts here in the comments below. Let me give some love on over to the sponsors of the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. The guys that are keeping the lights on, that's going to be none other than Sleeper. The NFL season is here, which means you now have a chance to 100 times your cash on daily fantasy football. Pick on stats for stars like touchdowns, passing yards, and receiving yards, and fantasy points and more for up to 100 times the payout on Sleeper. Get your picks right, and you can win big. Use promo code AZSF. You can get up to a $100 deposit match on your first initial deposit. Terms and conditions apply. Everything will be in the description below of the video. And on top of that, you will also be getting a free $20. Just like that. Download the app. No deposit needed. They'll give you $20 by using my promo code AZSF upon signing up for the app. Proud sponsors of the AZ Sports Fan throughout the entirety of the 2025 season. Make sure you check out Sleeper. Everything will be in the description below of the video. But ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to comment. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know everything in the comments below. Appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day, and go Cardinals.